box in this wheel well. I got my battery, 2000 watt inverter, DC to DC charger. I run the wiring from there all the way back, make it simple. Today, I want to work on the wheel well boxes. I've ordered some of my electrical components that I want to mount on these boxes. So I want to get those done and just continue on with this van build journey. I may decide to remove this bed frame, get it out of my way, but for right now, I'm just going to work around it. I'm going to start measuring, putting some framing up around this wheel well. Bear with me, this is my first time ever building any kind of a box. I am an auto mechanic, I am not a carpenter. But basically I want to box in this wheel well. And what I kind of want to do, if I can make this thing strong enough, my battery I'm getting, it's a 200 amp hour Renogy battery. AGM battery. Weighs about 130 pounds. And I'm hoping I can set it on top of here. So I gotta make this strong, at least on this side. On the other side, maybe I'm not gonna worry about the strength as much, just more cosmetic. I'm hoping I can use these 2x2s I have left over from the bed frame to kind of frame this thing out. And maybe they'll be strong enough. We'll find out. There she is. I'm just trying to get some screws run down into this before I put the top on. Kind of screwed up right here. I needed some of the strips exposed so I could attach my siding. So I'm gonna have to lay another one right next to this one here. That way I have a place to put the siding when I go to nail that up. Other than that, I'm pretty happy with it. I'm gonna leave this top off until I get some insulation down in there. I might just make the top removable for now. I think that'll support my battery. And then I'm gonna put my other electronics, screw them onto the side. My inverter, charger, my charge controller for my solar when I eventually get it. Fuse panel will probably be mounted on this. So I think it'll work. This other side over here, I'm not sure. I may just use these 2-inch strips, 1/2-inch plywood to build the frame on it because it's not really going to be supporting anything. So this is what I'm going to do for my lid. I got this measured out, and then I'm just going to place this inside here. This will be the underside of the lid. Then I'm just going to set it on there for now. Once I get insulation stuff down in there, then I'll nail it down. So I got my battery. It's 200 amp hour Renogy. Should do the trick for what I'm gonna be needing it for. Also have my Renogy 2000 watt inverter and my DC to DC charger. I'm gonna start by finishing up these wheel well boxes. My plan is to actually mount this battery on top here and mount these things on the side. So I'm spray foaming the inside of these wheel well boxes. Get a little bit of sound deadening and some good insulation. So I'm just doing a mock-up of how I want this stuff mounted. So far, this is the idea. I'm going to put my battery up here, use these brackets to hold it in place so it doesn't slide around anywhere. I got my inverter there, and I was just doing a quick test on it. I got the remote plugged in, got it turned on, and I plugged this fan in. It's working. Next, I want to mount this thing. Thinking about putting it right here. I have drilled my holes to run all the wiring through these wheel well boxes I need to, and mocked everything up. So I got everything back off, and now I'm just painting it. Some primer, sealer. I may go back and repaint it a different color later, but right now I just want to seal it off. So got that stuff right there, finish painting, then I'll start running my wires. I'm going to run my wiring from my starting battery, which is right here, right in front of the driver's seat. I run the wiring from there all the way back to the house battery, or the DC to DC charger I'm installing. I'm going to use this 8-gauge cable, and looks like I could probably run it along this underneath the seal plate here, and then up and over all the way back. And I need a ignition source. I need to tie into an ignition source and run a smaller power wire back to that charger. That way the charger will turn on when the key is on. So what I'm gonna do for that, make it simple, I'm just gonna plug one of these bad boys in, take a fuse out, plug this in, and wire it in, run it all the way back. Just putting some ends on this wire here. I'm going to crimp it and solder it. A little bit of heat shrink on there after. It's gonna connect to my battery. Now I'm gonna run this cable from up here all the way back there. I think I'm gonna run it along here, up through here, and then I might have to drill some holes into this here in order to get it all the way back. This is what I've done. I drilled a hole down through this, which comes out through here. I can bring the cable through here, up through here, through this, up through that hole, and I had to drill another hole here, which will make it so I can put the cables up through here. There is a hole here, and then I can bring them through there, on through here, back down, through there. Managed to get some wires ran from the front all the way back here. It's going inside that wheel well box, up through here, down through there, all the way down into there, and it comes out through here underneath this plastic cover. I got one positive. I'm going to connect right there when I'm all done, and a negative, and the ignition feed wire I need to wire into one of these fuses. Forgot my hat. So So I got my wires run through here. Got my remote wire for the inverter. Going to bolt this lid down. I installed some threaded inserts into the framing of this box. So I have some low profile Allen head bolts I'm going to put in it. So now the fun part. Let me try to set this battery back on there. This thing is heavy. Whew. I think it should work. And she's up there.